Hello and welcome to Kinda Keto with Donna. I'm going to do a keto version of a poke cake for dessert today. If you've never had a poke cake, it is usually a white cake, and then you poke holes in it after it cools, and you pour some warm Jello over it. And you can do it for all sorts of holidays. I used to do it for Christmas all the time. I would do a 2-layer cake, and I would do like something red on the one side and green on the other side, and the white frosting and sprinkles and all that. So I used to love doing them. So I have not done something like that in a long time. So I found this version from Fit to Serve, and it is a keto version. It is almond cake. We're going to make our own whipped cream topping. We've got, of course, fresh strawberries and blueberries to make kind of a flag decoration on top. And we found some sugar-free Jello. So we're going to put it all together. So follow along with me. To make the cake part of this keto poke cake, it's an almond flour cake, and I got the almond flour. I thought I had some Lakanto granular, which I was going to use, but I'm all out. Got to hit up Big Lot soon, but here's I had some Swerve, so I'm just going to go ahead and use the Swerve. Get some baking powder, some vanilla, some salt. It's my little salt container. It's a lot of eggs, so it's 8 eggs for this dish, a stick of butter, and a brick, I guess you call it, of full-fat cream cheese. And that is all for the cake part of it. And then for the Jello part of it, that we're going to make the little pokey stuff. So for the Jello part of it, we're going to do the sugar-free strawberry Jello. And be careful of your sizes, because this was 0.3 ounces. And luckily my husband thought to get 2 because it calls for 0.6 ounces. So I don't know if there was a different size or not, but luckily we have 2, so I'll be able to do that part. Okay, it's mixer time. So I've got my Swerve in there, the stick of butter, which had to be room temperature, some vanilla. Your cream cheese had to be room temperature as well. Okay, and like traditional baking, when it's time to do the eggs, which is now, you do one at a time. So let's see, I got that locked. I still just cracked them all in the bowl, but you can just kind of pour one in, let it go, rinse and repeat. So just repeat with remaining eggs. And the last step is all the dry ingredients we're going to add in and mix that up. This is usually the messy part of the show. Okay, so I'm going to go real slow to start off with, because the batter does seem a little... Uh-oh. Okay, safe now. Okay, all done and poured into a very well greased pan. Oh, 9 by 13. Well greased pan, and it's going in a 350 degree oven for 30 to 45 minutes, or 35 to 45 minutes. Of course, always check your oven, but it's preheating now. Wow, golden brown. And toothpick came out clean. I don't know if that's the same thing when you do an almond flour cake. This is my first almond flour cake. That looks golden brown. It's sponging, like bouncing back. So that was about 37 minutes in my oven. Okay, to poke the holes in the cake, you can use a fork, a straw, or I actually have some of these skewers on hand, and this is perfect. This end of the skewer, you don't want the hole. If the hole's too small, sometimes the Jello might not go through, and if the hole's too big, then you're just going to saturate the whole cake. So I think this is perfect, and that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to scatter them a little bit. You don't want to go all the way to the bottom, and not have them too uniform, so it'll kind of swirl all over the place. comes time to frost the cake, it's actually kind of a whipped cream frosting. It's not really a frosting, it's whipped cream. And we're going to make our own. And we're going to start off with heavy whipping cream. There is a little bit of more cream cheese. It's not this whole brick though, but there's more cream cheese. A little sweetener. And that's going to make the base. And then we're going to decorate with our lovely blueberries and strawberries and make our flag. Okay, time to make the frosting or topping or whatever you call it. I'm a little concerned it's not going to be enough. It's only a cup and a quarter of the heavy whipping cream, a quarter cup of the cream cheese, and just 4 teaspoons of the little swerve or whatever sweetener you're going to use. That's what I had on hand. I got to hit myself some big lots. I happen to have, it says till soft peaks form, so that's why I thought it'd be better to use the wire whisk on my KitchenAid. I'm all plugged up. So I'm not too sure how this is going to pan out. Well, I suppose that's soft peaks that it holds onto the spoon. Cool. All right, we're just going to see how far I can get on the cake. Otherwise, I might have to make a double batch. Hey, it made it. It was a little tight. I had to kind of keep going over spots. I normally would have it a little bit thicker, but that's going to work. Plus, we're going to have all our goodies on top. So now it's time to assemble and make a flag out of these beautiful strawberries and some blueberries. Well, I'm pretty proud of that. I like it. Beautiful. Alrighty. Yay! I've only done this once before and it wasn't a keto version, so this is exciting. Okay, now it is macros time. So according to the website here, Fit to Serve Group, this is supposed to make 30 servings, which I find kind of hard to do personally. But if you get 30 servings out of that, 300 calories per serving, 22.5 grams of total fat, and 6.2 grams of protein. Hey, you get a little protein in your cake. And what we like to know is the carbs. So total carbs is 5.1 grams minus the fiber, which is 2.5 grams, which leaves you a net carbs of 2.6 grams per piece. It is dessert time. So the cake is finally made. Not hard to make, just a lot of cooling and waiting. So anyway, the first piece that never looks great, but I'm pretty happy with it. I don't know if you can see the jello went through good. I don't think that was enough whipped cream, but it is. I think it's sunk a little bit in the center, so it probably pooled a little bit in there, but texture. I actually thought it was going to be kind of dry, and it's not. Ooh, I like this. Like I said, you could do it for different holidays. You don't have to do the fruit on there. Do it for St. Patrick's Day and with the green, and Valentine's Day with the red. Poke cakes are fun. All right. There you have it.